What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Blotter Podcast. We got an awesome show for you lined up tonight. Tonight on the books, we got the best-selling debut album of all time in the good old U.S. of A. We're talking about nothing other than Appetite for Destruction, Guns
Fuck
N'
yeah.
Roses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the most badass albums ever released.
Yeah, that album goes fucking hard, boy.
Absolutely.
And it's got some killer artwork.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, one of the best album covers ever, I think.
Yeah, man.
Are you talking about the cross?
Iconic. Yeah, the
I'm talking
cross
about
with
both
the.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
Jimbo. Let's kick it off with that. We'll just start off with that. Did you know, and this is a side note kind of deal, but did you know that the original artwork was not allowed to be released? So I think they made it as like the fold or the sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the original artwork, Jimbo? Is what like Timmy was saying. Timmy.
I
Like
haven't
Timmy
seen
was
it,
saying. Oh man, it's great.
It's great.
It's like a robot person jumping a fence and he's like jumping the fence like to escape, I guess, on a street, and there's like a schoolgirl that
What?
has had some things happen to her.
Wasn't she
We're not
like,
gonna say no
half
more.
naked and shit?
Yeah.
Something like that,
It like you could
Yeah.
tell it was a schoolgirl with the dress, the little
Yeah.
like skirt, the schoolgirl outfit.
There's like a tit
And
hanging out
she
shit.
there's like a tit hanging out, and her face, I think her face is turned away from the camera if I'm not mistaken, but and her panties are by her legs. It was very graphic, so they were not allowed to release that, so they came up with the cross thing and just skulls of them for the band.
Well, I did not know that,
Yeah,
but
little
I
insider.
did know that the design for the album cover that became the actual album cover was designed by a man named Billy White Jr. and the skull idea was all Axl.
Yeah,
He had that in his head, and then the Billy guy, he came up with the cross part, and like the knotted design is a nod to Thin Lizzy because him and Axl love Thin Lizzy.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thought
Hell
that was
yeah.
cool shit because I fucking love Thin Lizzy.
I
Yeah,
love Thin
yeah.
Lizzy too.
I actually
Yeah.
I just showed somebody Thin Lizzy.
Maybe
Yeah.
one
Yesterday or the day
episode.
before that.
Maybe that's what we need to do. One episode on is the fucking Jailbreak album.
I was just about to say
Oh,
jailbreak.
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Trey.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, my boy. I
Yeah.
got you. So,
Man, yeah.
so we're gonna kick this thing off, or what,
Yeah,
everybody?
Let's kick it off.
So I'm gonna.
Jimbo,
I'll
why
start.
don't Jimbo, why don't
Yeah,
you
I'll
go
start
first?
us off this time.
All right.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna go with my least favorite track on the album first.
Yep.
Honestly, I say my least favorite, and by least favorite I mean I don't hate the song. It's just my least favorite on the album. Like
Yeah.
I think the album overall is just amazing.
A banger front to back.
Yes, front to back, every
Yes.
song is just so fucking badass.
Yeah.
As a bass player, I love it because Duff McKagan, I think, has the most badass bass tone of like you could put him up against anybody with that bass tone, and it just, oh my god, it just kicks ass.
Oh yeah.
But I will say my least favorite song is My Michelle. Now I don't.
Shocker.
Yeah, like I said, I don't hate the song. It's just, it just doesn't do it for me, man. Like out of all those, out of the whole track list, that's just, it's at the bottom for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have
Shocker,
any
you
shit
got
to
me
talk
there.
about it because
Nah,
it's like I
that's
said,
a
I
great
don't
song.
hate it. It's just not the one for me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was wasn't that a LA Guns song when Slash was still with them? Didn't the LA Guns do it? And then Guns N' Roses did it again?
I believe
Something
so.
like
It
that?
was LA Guns does have
Well, wasn't
by
Tracy
Michelle.
Guns the guitar player before Slash?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's
Yeah.
actually a
Okay.
Tracy Guns. It would have been
That's where the Guns and Guns N' Roses came from.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or no, LA Guns.
Yeah, LA
Yeah.
Guns came from
That
yeah,
is where the Guns came from. Too.
But
But yeah,
Guns and-
Tracy Guns. Yeah.
yeah, Tracy Guns and an Axl Rose. See, that's how when they started Guns N' Roses, it was actually LA Guns, and an Axl Rose had a band called what was
Hollywood
it?
Rose. wasn't it?
Hollywood Rose. Yep, Hollywood Rose.
Okay, yeah.
And they came
I knew it was something like that.
together and they just formed Guns N' Roses.
Roses. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And that was it was a Guns N' Roses song, but I'm not sure if it was like LA Guns. I know so yeah, it was I want to say they had a version of the song. LA Guns does have a version of the song as well.
Yeah, I know they have a version.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just gonna say, yeah, they have a
Yeah.
version of the song as well.
Like the same song, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
the
not,
exact
like-
same song.
I'm not like fully versed in LA Guns. I've listened to them before. I believe might be their first album. I think. What was like the really big one? Wasn't that their first album?
I don't know.
I can't even name it, but it was a good album.
The album I have is the one that has Never Enough on it.
That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it.
It could be.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
That was back.
But no, yeah, I can't remember that
good.
song on it though. If
Yeah.
it is, I just can't remember.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
But anyway,
my
Jamie?
least favorite song on the album, still a banger, but my least favorite song on that whole entire album is "Sweet Child of Mine."
Okay.
yeah, I
just-
could understand that.
Yeah, I mean, and it
Is
probably
it the overplayed?
I would say it probably
aspect?
has something to do with the overplayed aspect. But see, I still don't get that same like when Welcome to the Jungle comes on, or like when Paradise City comes on. I don't have the need to just go change on my radio.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have the urge to want to skip it like I do "Sweet Child of Mine." I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a good song, but I mean, and it's an iconic fucking intro. You know what I mean? But it
Yeah, that
just
bass line is awesome.
stacked up to the rest of the album. It's like it's like a dip in the album for me. You know what I mean?
I like how you brought that up because the way the album is set up, it's supposed to be the way they set it up. Instead of side A, side B, it was side G and side R.
Right.
I like that.
And the first 6 songs was supposed to be, of course, Guns. It was supposed to be like the more edgier,
Right.
harder songs, and then
Okay.
being a badass.
Okay. 7
fucking
through.
fighting, drinking, doing drugs and
Yeah.
shit. And then the
It
Roses
makes
side.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the Roses side, which was the last 6 songs, was more like love and relationships and
Right.
more not. It's still badass, but like more
I
the
was gonna say,
softer edge. You know what I mean?
It makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense if you were to switch Paradise City and You're Crazy. It'd be perfect.
you know what I'm saying?
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But yeah,
That was like how they
it makes
set
sense
it
looking
up.
at it. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel that.
So,
yeah, I definitely get that.
It makes sense when you say that, Timmy.
Yeah.
It kind of brings the puzzle together.
Trey, what's your least favorite song on this whole album?
I was gonna say Welcome to the Jungle, but honestly, like you saying, because I did have that. I did up until what you said about like I don't just skip it. I do. When I hear Paradise City, I immediately skip it because I've heard it so much growing up. And then also, I love my dad, but my dad always was like, "Well, growing up, with the music, you know, MTV used to put music videos up there.
Yeah.
My dad is like, dude, I'm right there. He used to be able to like point himself out in the crowd because he's like, they filmed it at Giant Stadium, and I can't remember somewhere else. And he's like,
Yeah.
I was
For
right
anyone that
there,
doesn't
and
know-
he's going to be able to point it out.
Yeah. For a little context, for anyone that doesn't know, Trey's dad was in a Guns N' Roses music video.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Was it Paradise City?
It was
okay.
Paradise City.
If
So
you ever
like
get-
that
Yeah.
song is just
Yeah. If you ever
Yeah.
get to meet Chuck's a great guy. And if you start talking Guns N' Roses, you're inevitably going to hear this story.
oh yeah.
It's going to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up. There's
yeah.
no way
Yeah,
around.
yeah. That
Yeah,
was
we've-
his favorite. Yeah.
I
We've
wish
Favorite
actually
band.
we've made memes about it.
Yeah.
Some of y'all might have seen it on our Facebook page. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
If not, you should go follow us. We have
I
great
will say
memes,
this,
if
though.
nothing
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
One
That's
thing
right.
that really stuck with me, one of the stories that Trey's dad told me was he said that when he went to go see the first time he saw Guns N' Roses, he said everybody went in there saying Motley Crue.
Motley
And
Crue. He's like, we didn't even know who
left
Guns N' Roses
saying
was.
Guns N' Roses. He said
Hell
they
yeah.
kicked so much
Yep.
ass they just blew Motley Crue off the fucking stage.
Yeah, he said we went in there, and he'll tell us. He's like,
And
I
that
went
was
to
for the-
Greensboro
They were
Coliseum.
touring this album, weren't they?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
because the album came out in '87, but it was '88, I think,
Yes.
when they went on tour. So
Yeah.
my dad would have been like 18.
July 21st, 1987.
Yep, and I wrote that on the top of my,
There you go.
my
So
page.
Crue
for
I,
was
everybody.
I wrote that. I wrote
So-
that just for you, Trey.
So Crue
Yep.
was touring Girls, 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 and Guns N'
Yeah.
Roses was touring the Appetite for
Yeah,
Destruction.
it was the Guns N'
Okay.
it was the Girls tour, and Guns N' Roses I want to say was opening up for them, but I'm not 100% sure. But all I know is, like my dad said they didn't even know who my dad said we didn't even know who Guns N' Roses was. We went in there like Motley Crue, fuck yeah, it's fucking Motley Crue. And those are like, and what's funny is those are like my dad's two favorite bands of all time.
Yeah, they
Just
really
tell
are.
you what era
Okay, yeah.
of music he comes from. Yeah, he's like 18 at the time. He's like, he's going in. He's like, we didn't even know who Guns N' Roses was. He's like, dude, when we came out, that was my favorite band. And he said he's seen them like 6 times after that. Like he almost followed them. Like any chance he got, he went and seen them. And he said they kicked. Fuck, no one could put a show on like they did live.
I believe
yeah.
it too.
Yeah,
You watch
I
any
do
of
too.
the fucking Live at the Ritz videos, bro. God damn.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I know I don't want to get off like subject or just go down a rabbit hole, but I believe Guns N' Roses is one of the first, if not one of the only bands to ever have like people trampled, like killed at their shows from getting trampled or
Oh, yeah.
suffocating from people
Yeah.
pushing. They were
Yeah.
like the first band to ever really have that happen, and it happened a lot. It was like 5 or 6 people have died during their shows because of the crowd pushing, people literally getting like falling down because they're getting pushed and suffocating, falling
Yeah.
down and getting stomped, like trampled to death.
I think the first band was The Who, maybe.
Yeah.
Could've
I
been.
know it happened with The Who.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I
think
know-
it was in the 80s, though.
Yeah. Just like when they refused to play after they played with Metallica and they refused to play. Axl was like, "Nah, I'm not playing." Man just got burned up, and it was a big feud between Metallica and them because they're like, "Dude, you could have finished his show," but instead, I want to say Axl called it and was like, "He's not going to do it because James Hetfield just got burned up," So people started rioting and like flipping cop cars or just cars
Burning them and shit, bro. Yeah.
burning them. Yeah, they started a riot after that. So I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
died from
that's
that, but I do know that they were one of the few bands that like they've had like 5 or 6 deaths like from like suffocation and trampling, like people getting trampled on at their shows because so many people are wanting to get right up on them. So like in the beginning. So yeah. They packed a punch when they came out. So Paradise City is probably their 3rd biggest song off that album. I believe it's Sweet Child of Mine, Welcome to the Jungle, and Paradise City. And it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I loved it. I've heard it so much in my life. And it's just one of them now. I'll listen to it here and there. It's almost like a Simple Plan for me. Simple Man song. You get one a year. I'll listen to it once a year. I'm not looking it up. Or when I listen to this album, I'll listen to it. You catch me listen to it once a year. But most of the time, man, I'm gonna skip it. But that's just me. That's my least favorite song on the album. It's still a banger, obviously.
Oh yeah. That's what I was saying about
for
Sweet
sure.
Child of Mine, man. It just
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, Sweet Child of Mine, I killed everybody's ears when I first picked up the guitar because that's all I played was that intro to that song.
When you first picked up the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first things.
That's still happening, Trey.
No,
not the killing the ears part. I was about the Sweet Child of Mine part. I catch you in the studio every once in a while.
Oh, maybe.
Nah, you killing my ears. No, I'm just kidding.
No, speaking of killing ears, Jimbo, what is your number 3, my boy?
Oh man, number 3.
Let's go ahead and roll this ball.
Right before we started this, I had to change mine. Originally, my number 3 was Rocket Queen, which.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
What is it now? My boy?
No, I had to say It's So Easy.
Ah, yeah, I remember we were talking about that the other day. You're like, man, I don't know. I love that song.
I had Rocket Queen, but man, It's
So Easy.
Yeah. Dude, it's killer, man.
It's so easy, man.
I think I don't know. It's like that one spot, and he's like, "Why don't you just fuck off?" You know, it cracks me up.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to say that is a great part.
And you gotta think, like at the time, not everyone was like swearing just like that on records and shit.
Exactly.
Like Guns N' Roses kind of had they brought like the
attitude.
The attitude.
Not give a fuck.
It was like hardcore rock without like. See, you think hardcore rock now, you think like screaming, like hard vocals and like you know, like
hard rock. That's what they called it, hard rock.
Well, I mean, they were that. Yeah, that is a hard rock band. If you would ask me what a hard rock band is, I would probably say Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah,
because that is like, it's like the no nonsense. Like y'all know how much. Look, I'll put it this way: y'all know how much I love Dio.
Yeah.
You know how much I love Iron Maiden. Well, like they're more of like, almost like fantasy. Kind of deal, you know what I mean? Like it's like Dio's singing about dragons and wizards and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they actually I think they had a feud actually between Iron Maiden and Guns N' Roses. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't. No, they didn't like each other. Like Axl didn't like Iron Maiden for that reason. Like, he just didn't get it.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. I'm sure maybe. I was gonna say what, like, feeding off of what you said, is they're more of like in your face. You know, they just tell it like it is.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah. They tell it like it is. The no sugar. They don't sugarcoat shit. They just tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They just cut the bullshit.
On your forehead, just fucking.
Yeah. They cut the bullshit and they give it to you. Yeah. They cut the bullshit and give it to you, man. And another thing is coming out of the 80s, you got to think 1987. I mean, we're talking like Whitesnake and all these hair metal bands, you know.
Yeah.
And Poison and Motley Crue.
Hair metal.
Yeah, they were one of the ones that, like.
If you look at that Sweet Child of Mine video, Axl's looking pretty hair metal.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that. I will give you that.
The ballad. It was the ballad.
With his hair all teased
that was
up.
You had to have one that was teasy in there, okay?
Oh, I will say, I did find this out. He didn't give a shit. I didn't know this. Did you know November Rain, the song November Rain,
that is not
was originally supposed to be on Appetite.
Really?
But they didn't want it to be on there because they already had the ballad song, and that was Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
I did not know that. That's an upbeat ballad.
Yes. Well, that's how they did shit. There was a few songs that they didn't put on Appetite. That's on Lies, right? Or not Lies. Yeah, Lies.
Use Your Illusion.
Or use Your Illusion. Yeah.
One or two. I'm not well versed in which ones are which. They came out with both of them both of them same day, same year.
Yeah.
Because they're just those guys.
Yeah, but there was just a few of those songs on those two albums that were supposed to be on Appetite, and they just said, "Nah."
Oh yeah,
we're gonna save them, put a pin in it, and come back to it.
We've had a couple like that.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean,
damn mosquito flying in here.
some blotter for a second. I mean, "Hungry for Your Love" was written back when we did the Wet Wild Nasty album, but we didn't record it out except for the demo. We didn't actually record it until we did the fucking New Horizon album.
I swear
You know
we
what I
played
mean?
that before we even recorded Wet Wild and Nasty.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did. We
When I
played it
first got
live
in the
when we
band,
toured
that was
Wet
one.
Wild Nasty, but we never put it on the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
But
So Jimbo
we're not
with
talking
the-
about blotter right now. We're talking
That's
some
right.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns
so,
and fucking roses. What's your
number
number
three,
my
my
boy?
brother.
My boy?
Number 3 is per the album, it would be my number 3, but this is probably one of my favorite songs that Guns N' Roses did. I love the build up and then the stop and then the solo kicks in. I love how in the third verse, Steven fucking just does a double cymbal grab right in the middle of the verse and shit. Song kicks ass. Fuck what Jimbo says. It's my Michelle.
Hell yeah. I was literally just thinking about that.
I love that song.
Hey, that's cool, brother.
I love all the songs. There is no bad song on
When
this
he's
album.
singing, he's
Like Timmy said it before.
I ain't saying it was a bad song.
Yeah. No.
I will
It's Jimbo's
say-
least favorite.
No, I will say that song actually gets stuck in my head the most out of every song on the album.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
probably
my
why it's his
Michelle.
least favorite.
And that's probably why, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
He's
very-
like
like
when
Timmy,
it
Timmy
comes
said,
out
there's
the
nothing but
solo.
bangers, dude.
It comes
Yeah,
up,
they're
so
all
it's like,
good.
now you're clean and so discreet. I won't say a word, but most of all, this. It's like if you listen to it, he does.
Yeah,
a
the
double cymbal
song is
rap,
true.
And it just pauses.
Did you
when
have
they
it
do
heard?
that, dude?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking as bad as fuck, man. It's just fucking least favorite fucking song.
I love. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say the lyrics always kill me, dude.
God,
I love
Timmy,
it.
my-
It starts.
My
It starts.
eyes are burning from all the salt, man.
From
I can
all those
feel it
fucking
there.
lies
Ah,
you're telling over there, that's your least favorite song.
least favorite
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses album. Oh.
Fuck. Yeah, right. Fucking click.
I mean, I mean, the lyrics to that song just kick ass right off the bat. Your daddy works in porno now that mommy's not
Mommy's
around.
not
I mean, it's
around.
like I
Oh,
said,
no,
they're
no,
just
no,
right in
I-
your face.
Dude, it's
You
know
not,
what I mean?
like I said, it's not.
Yeah,
Not that I don't. It's not that I hate the song. It goes back to the "it's in your face" shit that you
Yeah.
brought
oh
up,
yeah,
You know.
oh yeah.
That's right.
All right,
I know. Trey?
Timmy said for them drums, boy. My number 3 is gonna be Mr. Brownstone.
Hell yeah.
Another great
Yeah.
banger.
I mean, it could have been anything. I love every song, and it's so hard
Yeah.
to say number 3 is Mr. Brownstone, but what about Out to Get Me? What about You're Crazy? Literally,
Yeah.
my honorable mentions is
Yeah.
every song that's not my top 3.
I swear.
I'm going to put it out there. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It's a fact. It's a fact, dude. Every song on this album is a banger. Like we said, best debut album, period.
Oh, of all time
Of all time.
Well,
That's what's period.
in America, I have to say that
Yeah.
'cause that's
Yeah.
it's true, but I mean, still,
Yeah.
we're the
So-
only ones that matter anyway, so it's okay.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I mean, Mr. Brownstone.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love the riff, everything. I mean, it's just I ain't gonna start playing it. I got my guitar in my hand, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
man.
throw down for you boys. I don't want to get y'all started.
You know.
But yeah, that's my number 3,
Cost money to hear
Anyways.
Trey Noodle.
Mr. Brownstone.
Hell yeah.
Yes, a lot. A lot.
Jimbo?
or a
Which is
little.
awesome because it brings me to my number 2, which is Mr. Brownstone.
I knew it, my boy. I knew it, man.
Which is pays homage to the band's problems with heroin.
Yeah.
You know,
It's no
goes back
secret.
to that yeah, it's no secret.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
goes back to that hardcore lifestyle.
Yeah.
Heck,
That
I
everybody
feel
back
it, you
then
know,
was listening to.
It's just a part of Guns N' Roses, man. And you know, Trey knows how much I love Tool. And there's a part on an album where they do they insert a Bill Hicks little bit. They put a Bill Hicks bit in one of their. It's not a song, but it's like one of those like intro kind of deals.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
a track, but it's not like a song. And,
Yeah.
he's talking about like if you're against drugs and all that, like you just take all the art, all the music, all the stuff you love, and just throw it away because all the people that did that was really high on drugs. So it kind of ties into the most of the music I like was from people who were had addiction problems and experimenting.
Oh
it
yeah.
just goes hand in hand.
Experiences in life. You just writing down your experiences.
Yeah, it's
Which one way of doing it. One way of putting it.
Throw back to what I brought up earlier, the G side of the album.
Yeah.
Mr. Brownstone fits perfectly on that side because it's rough.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I mean, welcome. Obviously, the first 6 songs. Yeah. The first 6 songs. Like "Welcome to the Jungle." It's so easy. Like we were just talking about the lyrics. Then you got "Night Train," "Out to Get Me." Come on now, "Night Train." And then "Out to Get Me." That's all I was saying. I was like, man, if they switched number 6, Paradise City with "You're Crazy," then it would be, to me, book match perfect with the Guns side and then the Roses side. And I get that. I like that G side and the R side. I love that. It makes sense. It makes total sense.
That. I liked the. They were trying to be different. They were different.
The
they did their own thing, kind of deal. I could appreciate that.
Yeah. Man, I didn't know that. So I learned something tonight right there.
Yeah. There you go.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Ah, shit. Lost my train of thought for a second.
17.
Yes. 17. Yeah. Most of these songs on this album were written when the band was still, or the band members were still in separate bands.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like the songs they were working on with. I wish I should have wrote these shits down. I can't remember the band specifically.
With co members of bands and stuff like that.
Yeah, of like the bands that were in before Guns N' Roses was together.
Yeah.
So it's cool how it all kind of came together and it still fits. You know what I mean? Like they deserved each other, I guess. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I digress. Timmy?
What's your number 2?
My number 2, bro, is "It's So Easy."
There you go.
That's what's up, my boy.
If I'm listening to Guns N' Roses, somewhere in my Guns N' Roses playlist track is going to be "It's So Easy." And I'll tell you what, I seen. If I didn't think "It's So Easy" was one of my favorite songs by Guns N' Roses, when I seen Guns N' Roses live and they opened the show with "It's So Easy," yeah.
Oh, no shit.
That's
they
what's up.
cemented
Yeah.
that, bro. That was fucking bad. That's what they opened the show with. Fucking.
That's a killer opener.
I was about to say, that bass line.
And like a couple lights came on and Duff come walking out, and then also Axl come walking out backwards. I see your sister in a Sunday dress.
Fuck
yeah, like all white shit, bro.
God, I wish I'd have seen that.
Now, I wish I'd brought it up when I brought the song up, but I like how Axl changes it up in the songs. So he's got like the ballady sounding in like "Sweet Child of Mine," but it's so easy when it's so easy. He's just like, he's not talking, but it's more of like a
it's
you know
like
what I mean?
Conversation. It's not like
yeah.
It's not like a melody.
He uses his his lower range, vocals to come at you. It's more like addressing you.
Yeah, I mean, Axl, dude, say what you want about Axl Rose. That is one of the most badass fucking rock and roll singers of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It still is.
Period. Point blank. Like
I seen him in 2018, I think. It was either 18 or 19. And that motherfucker was getting it, bro. And they played for like 3 fucking hours. I'm not even exaggerating that. Like, they played for like 3 fucking hours, bro. They had Live open up for them. Like the Thunder and Lightning. Yeah, like, you know, they had the song
Lightning
like
Crashes.
Lightning Crashes.
Yeah,
They did like a 45-minute set, and then all their shit was gone, and there was some music playing, and all of a sudden, It's So Easy comes on. And the lights come up and puts play. They started playing at like right at 9 o'clock ish, 8:45, 9 o'clock. We were in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I left during the solo of Paradise City because I'd already seen their song list, so I knew that was going to be the last song, and it was like 12:05.
Damn.
12:10. Like, it was after fucking midnight, bro.
Dude, that's a concert right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they fucking
played everything.
It, dude. Oh my god, dude. They even did some
And,
Chinese
well,
democracy stuff.
Hey,
do that-
that's what's up.
It was fucking. I thought it was great. I mean,
To do that
I
night
don't
after
like
night
that,
is like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I don't think people
Yeah.
understand how like difficult that is for
well, dude, what kills me if you
a
read the
singer in
comments,
particular.
Yeah.
if you read the comments, a lot of people bitch about Axl. They're like, "Oh, he's not giving it his all in this song," and I'm like,
Dude,
"You sing for
yeah.
3 fucking hours
Yeah.
every night. You wouldn't give it your all in every song
Si-
either."
And singing the way he sings.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
He's got a lot of attitude with his
yeah,
vocals.
yeah, for sure.
You know,
I can sing that growling shit, that high scratchy stuff. I'll tell you, as somebody that can do that, I ask Trey. Fucking, he's seen it. Do that for 2 or 3 hours. The next day, I can't talk like this to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I do that constantly, I mean, that's something that you use. It comes and goes. It's like a distortion pedal. Don't have to be on the whole time. You know what I mean? And I know, I get it, bro. And but see, I don't know how Axl feels like with his singing. Like, I can tell you this, it's really weird, but when singing lower for long periods of time seems to wear out my voice more than it does when I sing in the higher register that I normally sing. Like, if you listen to like Can't Stop From Loving You, Can't Stop From Loving You and shit, like in that register, I can sing all night in that register and that don't bother me. But like when I start doing like the lower shit, the more it seems like it just takes more for me to do it. I don't know. It's fucking weird. So I don't know how he does that. He sings really low and he has
probably
like
out of your out of your natural range, I guess.
Probably. But what I was getting at was like, I don't know how he does that because he
like
can sing pretty
muscles
fucking
or
low.
something.
Yeah.
But then
I think he has.
he's also a
believe,
fucking singer. And
correct me if I'm wrong. Axl really has like the widest range.
Widest range.
I think
Singer.
other than the Tim Storms guy, which that dude, he's like the only guy like in fucking history. He has like 10 octaves. But he's like,
What?
he can sing like
Jesus.
so low. Yeah, I can swear to God, Google that, Trey, if you got your laptop to make sure I'm right.
I am.
But I'm pretty sure but outside of him, Axl is the one that he has like a 6 octave range. It's like him and Mariah Carey, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
I mean, Tim Storms, singer, possesses an incredible 10 octave.
That's
a world record breaker. Yeah, is what
You
it
know what I
says.
mean?
like holy shit.
Yeah.
But I think that guy can sing.
For
like,
anyone
he
that's
can
not
sing,
like super
so
musically
low, man.
inclined, that is like unbelievable
Yeah.
as a vocalist. That is crazy.
But that dude can sing. That Tim Storms guy, he can sing like so fucking low, bro. Like he can sing he can go like if he's the same guy I'm thinking about. I think like so like if you have a 5-string bass, your lowest.
He did it in
like
Missouri.
B, and he can like get that low.
Yep.
Like he can go like that low. Like that motherfucker. He's like a goddamn human piano, bro.
Yeah, it said what is it?
That's amazing.
He went he did it in City Walk Studios in Branson, Missouri, USA on August 1st, 2008. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It even shows the hertz and everything. I'm not going to go into all that. But yeah, I think Axl, let me look that up.
That's what I'm saying. Like outside of that,
I think Axl has 8 if I'm not sure.
You know what I mean? That dude's he's got
It's
goddamn range.
It's very impressive.
And for anybody that don't know what we're talking about,
I want to say
this.
like Whitney Houston. Somebody he actually can hit higher note. Higher note than Whitney Houston or something.
If they say
I heard
Axl
something
has
like that.
6 octaves. Think about it like this: like fucking Freddie Mercury and like Rob Halford have like 5 octaves, I believe, is what they're.
Well, see, the thing with Freddie Mercury, everyone thinks Freddie Mercury has this like incredible range, but a lot of the like really high parts of Queen is all like Roger Taylor.
Yeah, the
like
drummer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I was wrong. He can sing 5 octaves. Is what it's saying. Yeah, it says Axl can sing 5 octaves, but I did hear something before that he can actually hit. It's like a high G or something like that. I actually saw a video where they were talking about. Like they actually showed the results.
Octave. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Yeah, but when I Googled it, or this is on Microsoft Bing. I don't know if it's any different.
Yeah.
Anybody out there, but it's just saying that. Yeah, but I did actually see a thing. Where he can actually sing like I want to say he could sing like an octave higher or something like that than Whitney Houston or some I believe. Yeah. Don't nobody come out here and gun me down.
Yeah. I remember reading something he could sing lower than Barry Manilow and higher
than Mariah Carey.
Yeah. That might.
Which that should just tell you like the dude has fucking pipes.
Yeah. And he was doing that while smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Which is even more impressive.
Which is even more impressive.
Way impressive. So where are we at now? We done went down
we're at Trey.
I did my number 2.
Number
so
one.
Number 1.
My number 1. No. I don't think
we did number 2 because I did I said Mr. Brownstone. You said
we started with you.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. We started with me. Yeah. My bad.
My boy.
I'm retarded. I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, watch the words.
Yeah. Y'all know how good I am at counting.
That's right. He went to Newport. I'm gonna go. My number 2 is Night Train. Everybody, fucking Night Train. Nice. It's just one of them. It makes you want to drive fast. You know what I mean? As does out to get me. You know, like I don't know.
The only thing I can think of was like Trey's like it makes you want to drive fast, and then the first thing
it makes you want to drive fast.
Him driving the Vega, and it don't even do 70.
Hey, it does. That son of a bitch. Hey, now watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I had that bitch. Excuse me. Look, I'm over here cussing already. I had that. I had it joking. Look, I went right past your mom's house going 80, buddy.
Your mom.
And your mom. I just had to because your mom literally lives right there. So yeah, I went past your mother's. How I Met Your Mother's road. I went past your mom's house going about 80, close to 90, with Mike in the car in Bojangles. We went and got breakfast with Bojangles in the Vega.
Goddamn.
I was bumping that thing, boy.
Sounds like it.
Car about to fall apart.
Yeah.
Yes. I was the Eagles was playing Take It to the Limit. No, okay. You know, that followed by Night Train. No, I'm kidding. Night Train because
Trey.
Night Train.
That was a jump.
Yeah, Night
Going
Train.
From the Eagles to Night Train.
Oh yeah. I was just making a joke because it was taking the car to its limit. But yeah, Night Train is definitely my number 2. And that's exactly what I mean when it makes you want to drive fast. It's just, hey, I'm leaving all that bullshit behind me.
In the Vega.
Both hands on the wheel. Both hands on the wheel because it's vibrating.
That's right.
That's my number 2. What is your number 1? Let's go to number 1 since we already know what my number 2 is.
Well, that's great because it ties into my number 1. My number 1 is Night Train.
Hey, man, what are we doing here? My number 3 is Brownstone. Your number 2 is Brownstone.
Yeah, you're just
my
off
number
by
2 is Night Train. Your number 1 is Night Train. Hey,
yeah, man, Night Train's number 1, man. That not only is it my number one for the album. It's also probably my favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Really?
I would probably say it's my number one.
I wouldn't
Roses
have guessed
song.
that as like your favorite.
I wouldn't have either.
Out of all,
I
didn't either. Out of all of them, I didn't either.
Out of their whole catalog, that's probably my number one.
Hell yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I love the lyrics. Just talking, I'm a mean machine. I'm drinking gasoline, and baby, you can make my motor hum. Like,
Oh, dude, I do. I love. I mean, all of them, man. All the lyrics of like every song just kicks ass.
Yeah,
But
it's
like I was saying, Night Train makes you want to drive
what,
It
fast.
makes you want to drive fast.
That was
Makes you
a,
wanna
that
drive
was a
real
I played
fast.
That song, I played that song in a band in like one of them one-off bands. I think Trey saw us. I played
Because
with a
if
couple
you're-
guys. And we
yeah,
did
if you're
Night
not
Train.
first, you're
it was
last.
a fun song to play. Like I was playing guitar with those guys. That was a fun song to play.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I do like how like when the solo starts, the first part of that solo is actually Izzy, and then Slash plays the last part.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Izzy
Awesome.
is the man. A lot of people think Slash is the man.
No,
I
dude,
love
Izzy's
Slash, but I think
awesome.
Slash
You know,
is overrated. Izzy writes like he's the riffage guy.
I'm
Slash
pretty
puts
sure
good
that
solos in there, but
in
Izzy is
Brownstone, in Mr. Brownstone,
the
if you
riffage
watch
guy.
it, it's actually Izzy playing the digga 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 digga
Yeah.
down, the digga 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 digga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know how
and
it
Slash
goes.
is actually playing the power chords. He's doing the down, 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 down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, I love Slash.
Izzy,
Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
Izzy is like
but-
the main riffage dude when it comes to it.
I think what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of what you hear, especially behind the vocals, is Izzy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like and they
Mhm.
just contribute it to Slash.
yeah, exactly.
man.
That's what I'm saying. Like he gets all the credit. It's just like Joe
No,
Perry.
yeah.
and-
I have to bring this up because we're talking about Slash. Me personally, I think Slash is one of the most overrated guitar players
Yeah,
there is.
I mean, I love him, but yeah,
Like, I'm not saying he can't play.
he's a
I'm
great.
not saying
Yeah,
not
he's a great
good.
guitar player. But
I just don't understand why people love him so much. Like I've been way more impressed by other guitar players.
Oh,
I just don't understand. Yes, of course I'm talking about Timmy.
I thought you were talking about me and Trey, but sure. I mean, you know.
Mostly
Talking
Trey.
about Timmy.
Yeah, mostly Trey.
No, but yeah, I don't get the. I think it's just because now I will say a lot of the stuff he plays, he was really fucked up, and he was still playing pretty good. But I've also seen videos where
It's impressive, ain't it?
really just, dude, he's terrible.
Oh,
I want to say it was one video. It's like I can't remember if it's Paradise City or Welcome to the Jungle, but he's playing and he's just not. He's just destroying it. And then like the rest of the band comes in like where they think they're supposed to come in because he's fucking terrible. And like they come in, and he just like looks at them like. Like he's just so fucked up he don't even know what he's playing.
I'll tell you what I like, man. I mean, I think Slash is a great guitar player. But he really does emphasize on like single notes and stuff. Like he's not like, you know what I mean? Like he's doing, and what I mean is like he's not like playing like phrases like all the time doing like pentatonics or scales, stuff like this. Like this dude's like straight. I don't
Nothing
want to say
technical.
I don't want to say noodling, but like for lack of a better word, we'll say noodling, like playing in between all these notes. Fucking it's awesome. I never understood what always impressed me was like as somebody that has smoked and played guitar, I never understood how the fuck he played guitar with a cigarette in his mouth, looking down at it with all the smoke going in his face. Because every time I ever did that, my eyes were watering. I couldn't fucking see it.
Okay, I will give him that. That is
Like,
impressive in itself.
like, never understood. I never understood how the fuck.
Yeah,
he could do that.
I won't take
dude,
nothing away from him.
Dude, I could never play bass while smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never smoked, so
I mean, if I was like standing in front of the microphone or something, playing in the cigarettes right here, and I'm looking ahead, sure.
No, but he's
But,
like
he
looking
was, like,
down,
always
all the
looking
smoke
down, like,
Yeah.
going in his face. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And I know it's funny you talk about that because you know how his hair is. It's just like
I was gonna say his hair would be right there
it's
too. I
all
was always
over the
thinking
How'd
about
place.
that
that.
never catch on fire?
And specifically, I remember this when we played a show one time, and Timmy was smoking a cigarette while he was playing, and we had it was like a fan blowing, and it was like blowing all of his hair this way, and all I could smell was fucking burnt hair.
What a piece of
You
work,
know,
buddy.
like I'm wondering how much hair he's burned off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
But
what
you
keeps
notice I
him,
never-
that's what keeps him
what did-
focused is his hair burning.
What did that
keeps the
fucking
smoke out of
stage
his
smell
face.
like?
Hey, I never fucking. Did you ever notice I never played with my head down with that cigarette in my mouth?
Yeah, well, it didn't
Hey.
matter. I remember
Yeah.
looking over, you're like trying to get the hair out your face, but just the fan kept blowing it in your face.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't
So it
spit
just
the
kept
cigarette
burning.
out. Couldn't spit the cigarette out.
Can't do that.
Bro, I'll tell you what fucking was it you, Jim?
But
I was playing one night.
Are
and
we
I had
going
the
down a
fucking
rabbit hole?
cigarette in my goddamn mouth. And it was like almost at the end, and I couldn't get it off my lip. It was like stuck to my lip. I was like trying to lick it. And like when I went, the fucking butt come out, but the cherry fell right into my beard, and I was like, what is that? And then all of a sudden I could just feel it burning my fucking chin,
Yeah,
bro. And
actually,
Right.
I, was, I felt like I remember that.
it might have been
Right.
you then, Trey.
Yeah.
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 Because fucking, I was
But
like this, and I think it was Trey, because he walked up and like started smacking my fucking face. It was like all fucking flowing and shit. Fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't take anything away from Slash, but I don't take anything away from Slash. He's a great guitar player, but I'm with you, Jimbo. I do feel like as a kid I loved him, but
Yeah.
like now
Yeah.
I've explored more music and guitar players and stuff. I do feel he is very overrated as a guitar player, but I will not take anything away from him. Like Timmy said, his like noodling, it's very impressive. Like he does play good. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
I'm
do
not
think he's
saying
overrated.
bad.
No,
Yeah, not at
but
all.
what I was gonna say is I compare it to like it's just like Aerosmith with Brad Whitford. You know, everybody looks
Yeah.
at Joe Perry, nobody looks at Brad Whitford, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
he's fantastic
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and
The same thing with Izzy Stradlin. He's
that's what I'm getting at. You know, like everybody
I mean,
everybody looks at
yeah,
Slash, and that's
yeah.
what I'm getting at. That's the prime example I'm using right there. It's like just like and Brad's like known he's written a lot of them riffs, you know, for Aerosmith, just as Izzy's like the main riff guy for Guns N' Roses. You know,
I picked
So-
up on that, Jimbo.
yeah.
thank you, Trey.
Oh, I didn't see you, buddy.
Nah, it's all good.
Sorry, people. My headphones they do some weird stuff. So, Jimbo, that being said, what's your number one? Before we go down,
That's
any
what we
more
were talking
rabbit
about.
holes?
We were talking about Night Train was my number one.
Night
And
Train
then we
was
went
your
on
number.
to
See, look, now I'm getting off. See, that's
Yeah.
what happens when we go down rabbit holes.
Nah, Night Train's awesome, man. I coming back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's just I love the lyrics. I think they're like some of the most badass rock and roll lyrics just in general.
Makes you want to drive fast.
Like heavy, yeah, it makes you want to drive fast.
Yeah.
Like before, I don't like putting like labels on music, like heavy metal. Like you could put that on anything, and then you got like new metal and hair metal, and I don't like that shit.
Country pop.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
honestly, if you're gonna do that, I would put it towards like the decade, because then you just kind of know anyway.
You know what you're getting into, yeah.
Yeah. You think 80s, you think like 80s. If you say 80s rock, you're like, okay, like Def Leppard,
Poison.
Motley Crue,
Motley Crue, yeah.
Poison. You think 90s. If you say 90s rock, it's like
White Snake.
first one I would think of would be like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
You,
first
you,
thing I
you
thought
know
of
what
was
I'm
Chains.
saying?
90s
You,
rock
you,
was
you
fucking-
think like grunge.
Yeah.
Like I get
Yeah,
why
Alice in Chains.
when you put shit like that, I understand it. Like
Categorizes.
it helps. Yeah, it helps categorize. You kind of know what you're
Narrow it
talking about.
down.
But at the same time, I don't like it because it just Like if someone says they don't like, someone says they don't like grunge, they'll just immediately throw away like Alice in Chains and Soundgarden, like Pearl Jam, shit like it. Some like really good music that's not necessarily grunge as you would think.
Stone Temple
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots, like,
which isn't even grunge. I was talking to somebody the other day that was talking about grunge, and they said Smashing Pumpkins, and I was like, they're not even grunge.
They're not, but
that's just how people categorize them.
The media actually, Dave Grohl brought this up. He said like the way people think of grunge is like the soft, loud aspect. You know, they play really soft, and then the distortion kicks in, and it's loud and distorted, and then they kick it back to soft and shit. He's like, that shit never went away. Like, grunge didn't die. It's just like, have you heard Foo Fighters? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is Dave Grohl saying this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we do. He's like, we do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
But you don't label us as grunge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I digress. Timmy, what is your number one?
My number one is not Night Train. My number one it's my favorite song on this album, which I think is probably the most hard-hitting song on this album. You know what I mean? Haters can hate if they want. I don't think they will. I think a lot of people, but it's also one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. Like, if we did like a whole Guns N' Roses list, I don't know if it would be number one, but it would definitely be in my top three. And that is Out to Get Me.
Hey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I figured that was a Timmy song.
Yeah, that's my favorite song on this whole fucking album, man.
Yeah, I wrote that underneath Night Train.
I can't tell you how many days I tortured my dad listening to that song over and over. Not the whole album, just that song.
Yeah, just the song.
Just that song.
Just that song.
And
he would be like, "Can I hear something else, son?" So then I'd play It's So Easy. And then I'd go back
Yeah. Hey.
You know what's cool about that song? For anyone that doesn't know, Axl Rose is from Indiana. I don't think it's Gary. It's not Gary, Indiana. I don't think. Trey, could you Google that?
I got you, buddy. I know
he's from Indiana. I just can't remember the town. But that is actually about him being like always getting in trouble with the law in his hometown in Indiana.
How do you pronounce that?
And they're out to get me.
Lafayette. I can't.
Oh, Lafayette. Lafayette, Indiana.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
I actually have an amplifier that's a Lafayette, which is funny.
Yeah. But, it's actually the same hometown as Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon, the singer. They're from the same town.
That's cool.
They had he was actually really good friends with Axl Rose.
Yeah, man, out to get me. That's my yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Timmy, out to get me. Yeah. It was about all Axl's run-ins with the cops in Lafayette, Indiana.
I believe. Trey?
That's cool.
What's your number one, buddy?
My number one that neither one of y'all picked as your number one is Rocket Queen.
Hell yeah.
That's my number one. I love Rocket Queen, man.
Am I the only one who like Rocket Queen is like 3 songs in one song? I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
It's
like it's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes and 14 seconds.
The end third of that song he slows it down.
Yeah.
And I love when bands do that.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It gives like
the fact
diverse.
That Axl Rose like went and banged old dude's fucking girlfriend.
Steven Adler's girlfriend.
And they recorded that shit and put it in the song. I mean,
that's fucking nuts.
Tell me you want to give somebody a fuck you without giving them a fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
I swear to God.
I think me and you know what's
And it's
funny?
recorded for all time.
Yeah.
For all times.
Well,
You know
apparently
what's
they
funny
had
that-
broke up. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because she was kind of like a hang around with the band after that or during the time, but he had dated her, so
Oh,
it was
okay.
kind of a
Yeah.
I
Oh,
watched
it
the
was fair
docu.
game.
I watched a documentary, and it was kind of like a thing.
Steven
but
was
at the
still
same
mad
time,
about
it's
that.
like, because
Well, yeah.
it couldn't have been that long. And dude, we're supposed to be boys. What the fuck? And
Well,
you know
oh,
what's
yeah.
crazy is hold on, I gotta look something up so I
I'm
can
just saying.
say some
I'm
names.
Well, while
right
you're
I'm
or
nice
looking-
enough.
Guns N'
I'm nice
Roses
enough,
in general
I would be-
was a band that was already breaking up before the debut album ever came out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Don't worry, guys. I would
Yeah.
have the decency not to bang one of your exes on recording and put it on a song. I wouldn't bang one of your exes regardless. So, yeah.
Thanks,
I was
Timmy.
literally having this conversation earlier, because I had a buddy of mine whose girlfriend like broke up with him, but then like one of his friends literally like messaged him like a week and a half after they broke up and was like, "Man, do you mind if I date her?" And like he was like, "What do you think of this shit, Timmy?" I was like, I was like, "Man, that's up to you. Why you asking me?" But it was one of them like fucking like you, I mean, shouldn't do that to your buddy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Were you really
Plus,
buddies?
That's what I was alluding to. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't see Trey and Jimbo trying to date one of my exes. You know what I mean? After we break up.
That's because y'all are all related.
I mean,
There's only four There's only four last names in Newport.
Trey,
Y'all are all
you got
related.
oh my god.
Oh, Trey hitting below the belt.
But at
Yeah,
think.
I swear.
Oh,
You know what?
man.
Oh,
So
which
you know why
reminds
they
me
don't?
earlier, dude.
know
Earlier,
why they
my
don't-
fucking
hey.
son punched me in the balls. Oh my god, brought me to my knees, dude. I buckled and everything. All I can think
man.
about.
Yeah.
All I can think about. He's only 2, right? All I can think about is, I'm gonna get this motherfucker one day.
That's for what you didn't do, Jimbo.
I swear to God, that was dude.
Think twice before you
Oh,
hesitate
that's
to
right.
bring him a juice box again.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
that's
going
right.
to say.
That's right.
What
Hey
is
Trey,
it? Yeah.
I don't know what it is, buddy. If you don't know, I don't know.
No, I know what it is. What I was going to say was that's what I was getting at. I want to say, yeah, Axl Rose's birthday is the day before mine. And I believe Steven, the drummer, Steven Adler,
Yeah.
his birthday, I want to say, nope, I'm incorrect. I stopped
That
myself.
happens.
His birthday is January 22nd. I thought his birthday was the day after mine or the same day as mine. So I was like, damn, dude, they're like same birthday in it, sharing girls, not meaning to, that was a real douche
the
move.
stars aligned.
But actually it's also
Now,
a savage mood.
I'm just saying
Hold on, Timmy.
that was the
Go ahead.
story I heard.
No,
I mean,
that's
and
what I've heard
you know
too.
all good and well. I mean, it could have been like fucking
Yeah.
Steven was like, go fuck her.
Oh no,
You know what I mean?
I want to say
It
I
could
want to
just
say
be
that.
like tabloids kind of thing.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah,
it was like it was legit. Something else I was gonna bring up was like, how like Steven, now like he can't really like. I don't think when they did the reunion stuff, like he didn't play with them and stuff, or they say he can't really like talk as well and
I
stuff
think he
because he's
had
had
a
like a
stroke.
stroke. Yeah, and
Yeah,
they say I
yeah.
want to say
Something like
they say it's all the drugs and stuff he's
Yeah.
done. But when he joined Guns N' Roses, they said he was clean cut, like he barely even drank when he
Damn.
joined, and they said that he became the biggest drug addict after that or during the time. Like it excelled. He took it in and just excelled with it.
Damn.
But they said when he
Yeah,
first
right.
joined the band, he was like always smiling, didn't do any drugs, anything. He was the clean. He was the good boy in the band.
Yeah.
Damn.
They said like he
The
drank, but it
drummer
wasn't.
of all people.
Yeah, he drank, but it wasn't like that. He was like the nice guy in the band.
Hey, You know why they don't?
Nice guys finish last.
Awesome
That's-
guys.
I'm just
finish
getting
on
at
our
that.
face.
With the last song being that song too. Fucking Rocket
Isn't that
Queen,
what they
dude.
say?
And the breakdown and everything, you know, like when it gets quiet. If you
Oh, dude,
need a
it's great.
show.
Awesome song.
I mean, that song,
Awesome
that's why I was like, you know, they say Sweet Child of Mine's the ballad, but man, Rocket Queen is like, it's heavy, but it's got that ballady right there at the end.
It does.
I
have
yeah,
a
but
certain-
it's not a ballad though.
No.
It does.
but-
It does have a certain loving sound in there.
Yes, very
Hey,
ballady.
it's on the Roses side.
It's
Yeah,
on
you
the
know.
Roses side. That's where I'm getting at.
You
It's
know
on the
what I mean?
Roses side.
But I mean, the banging his girlfriend.
She
Kinda
didn't know
shit.
he meant
Yeah,
he was
that-
gonna give
that's
her
kinda
different
more that-
roses.
It's a little bit of Guns and Roses.
Yeah.
Yeah. She and what I was talking about, I watched a document, they actually talk about it. They had her on there talk about it, and she totally was like, yeah, record it for the album or whatever. He said that he had recordings like that. He wanted to put them on the album, but wasn't sure what he was like, where, when, how.
She
And
was
then he
she was
thought
hoping for some
about it. It was like
royalties.
yeah, right. She might have got him. She might have got him.
Made her sign a 4-hire contract.
Yeah.
She was a hired gun.
He's in there thinking about Charlie Sheen. Fucking nice guys finish last. Awesome guys finish
Yeah.
on face. Fucking.
Yeah, but that's my number one. Old Rocket Queen.
You got any honorable
Hell
mentions?
yeah.
Every
you have
song.
Like one, you have like one honorable mention that like sticks out.
Oh, man, that sticks out.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know,
one, like
You know what's funny is we've been saying Out to Get Me and It's So Easy, but I mean like Anything Goes or You're Crazy. I don't know.
those are both good songs too.
I mean, yeah, but it'd probably be Out to Get Me or It's So Easy. Just it's hard to choose, you know,
Yeah,
because
them
both,
songs
like I said,
fucking kill.
like I think I told Jimbo when I first started, I was like, man, I could easily go It's So Easy, Night Train, Out to Get Me, and those are my three songs, you know, just because they're
Yeah.
so hard. And then you got Mr. Brownstone, so like they're all just
Right.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it
They're
makes
all
sense
great.
now. The gun side, it just punches you in
Yeah.
the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? It walks up, punches you right in the mouth, and it's like, bim, Guns and
Mhm.
fucking Roses. So I'll go with my honorable mention probably. Yeah, it's hard. I can't even do it. Out to Get Me probably.
Nice. Jimbo?
I have a few.
Because if I have to,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna go the whole album like Trey's
yeah,
gonna go.
I literally wrote the whole album as my honorable mention. So but we'll just go there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah,
It's-
dog.
It's impossible for me, man.
No, my honorable mentions would be Think About You.
Hey, hell yeah.
I really like that song. I believe Izzy did a lot on that one. A lot of the like acoustic shit,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I really love that song. Rocket Queen, definitely.
Yeah.
Because for basically everything Trey said, it's
Yeah.
amazing song. And I am gonna say Paradise City. I was trying to take the overplayed aspect
Yeah.
out of it. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that for so many songs, like
Yeah.
not just this album, just
Sweet
in
Child
general,
of
but
Mine. I was gonna say Sweet
like yeah,
Child of Mine.
definitely like
That's
Sweet Child of
probably-
Mine.
That's probably
Welcome
why
to
I
the
didn't put
Jungle.
it in my top three. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
because-
mean it is what it is. But
Like I
out
said,
of the,
those-
out of the big three, like Paradise City, Welcome to the Jungle, and Sweet Child of Mine, I would definitely prefer to listen to Paradise City. But once again, it's mostly because of Duff McKagan's bass tone. Like that's just,
Yeah.
dude, that song kicks ass. It you know when it gets into the heavy part,
Yeah.
dude, oh my god,
Yeah. Yeah.
bass tone, man, it's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then after that, every other song on the album.
every song.
Yep.
I started to write out, and then I was just like, I literally like every song on the album is a banger.
Pretty much.
And I literally wrote that every song on the album is a banger in my honorable mention. Every song that I did not list is what I wrote on my paper.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude. So that album was on the top 200 Billboard chart for 147 weeks straight.
I know you said
That's
that.
a lot.
Did I already say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, at the beginning of the episode.
Well, I'm gonna reiterate: 147 weeks straight. Like that's almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they went from one decade to another. Like
Yeah.
that's
holy
shit. That is in itself impressive.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you hear me?
I will say my honorable mention.
Yeah,
which
that's right.
Was
almost, years, yeah.
It was my number. It was almost my number 3. Like I could put it hand in hand with my Michelle, and that would be Mr. Brownstone.
See, we almost had one that was the same.
Like,
yeah, that's right.
I mean, Mr. Brownstone, and my other one would be. I keep forgetting the name of it. Trey just fucking said it. Like when he named off.
You're
a couple
crazy.
Of songs. No.
I think about you.
No.
Anything goes. Anything goes.
No, maybe. I don't
know, man. We've covered just about every song.
Every song. That's every song. I was about to say the only ones we haven't really talked about as much as You're Crazy and Anything Goes. And I think about you.
It is.
If you hum it, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is.
My way, your way, anything goes tonight.
Yeah.
That's gotta now see, thinking about that song, you know when it like stops and then the guitar boom, bang dan, you know what I'm saying? I love that how they like almost start the intro over again. It's just and then it just full on. See, every song, man, every song.
Oh yeah.
So Anything Goes would be your honorable mention.
Other than Mr. Brownstone, I mean, You're Crazy is good too.
See, now he's falling
down it. I mean, standout songs. I mean, if it wasn't going to be My Michelle, It's So Easy, You're Out to Get Me, it would have to be Mr. Brownstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
And I got the Jungle Bug too, man. Like I ain't gonna shit on Welcome to the Jungle. To me, that's fucking like that's a great song, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's quintessential Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
But I think what really does it for me with that song, other than the breakdown, like the jungle fucking safari in the middle of it, is
safari.
You know what I mean? It's got like all them fucking noises and shit. Like close your eyes and be like out there on the fucking in the fucking middle of Africa, fucking elephants and shit. It's all I can picture. All them
next blotter hit. Welcome to the safari.
You know what
Welcome to the safari. That's gonna be the name of the podcast. Welcome to blotter. Welcome to the safari. Yeah.
Like, when long ass scream he's like doing in the beginning, like over that fucking guitar riff, bro. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an iconic riff.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say like like special parts of it, like the intro. Intro on the guitar slash what he's doing. He has his guitar. I can't remember what it was. It was going through something. And it created an echo effect, but it was actually just going to be. That's all he's playing, and it echoes, so it sounds like it's going. It's actually just an echo.
Mm-hmm.
So when he actually plays it, it's just solid notes. So and then because it sounded like that, it became like when he does play it. I don't know if he uses echo live, but he does it like that now. But when he first when they recorded it, it was actually just like solid notes, but it created an echo effect, so they just kept it or whatever.
Oh, right.
Just like I was gonna say with Mr. Brownstone, I always like the intro when he's doing that. He's not using wah. He's actually like palm muting, like sliding his hand almost, or like up near the neck. He's like picking,
Yeah.
plucking the strings, and doing it in a way that it sounds almost like you would what is it? Like Jimi Hendrix when he uses that it's almost like a wah-wah is what he was kind of going for when he was getting that sound without using it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I always like that, on that. So I'll give Slash that with like his guitar tweaks, man. I like some of the stuff he was doing there. Sorry, I went off the deep. I went off the deep
Oh,
end
no,
there a little bit, but
well, I mean,
I was just
welcome
going
to
off
Jungle
what Timmy
Land.
was talking about with that singing. It just made me think of that guitar riff and all the stuff that he was doing there.
Like I always loved the that little middle part when it's like quiet, it's like
Yeah.
and then like Steven Adler's hitting like the cowbell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The jungle safari part. Yeah.
The jungle
The jungle safari part. It's fantastic.
I love the safari.
Yeah.
I love the safari part.
It's my favorite part. Safari. We're gonna go in there and edit when you look up the parts of the song, like A, B, C, Safari.
That's right.
Yeah.
Taking you on the safari.
That's right. Now I wanted to bring this up just for Timmy. Originally, to produce the album, they wanted to bring in Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that Slash actually auditioned for Kiss? But
I did
Paul
not know
Stanley.
that.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Paul
yeah.
Stanley.
Mhm.
Paul Stanley said himself the reason he would not, because he knew him, like he knew his mother and shit. Paul knew Slash's mother and everything. But he said the reason, he said as good as he was, he said the reason the reason we wouldn't hire him, he's like, I was like, I think at the time, he's like, I was like 35 years old. He's like, what the fuck did I have in common with an 18-year-old?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which I kind of, I could kind of understand that,
Mhm.
in a way. Like I
also heard that they were like butting heads over him letting Slash borrow some guitars and stuff, or some studio stuff, or some shit. I don't know about that. I don't know about. You can look it up. I can't remember
It was
exactly.
something
what it was.
like Paul was trying to like help him out.
Yeah, he was trying to help
man,
out.
we can get you some like a guitar sponsor or something,
like an endorsement and all this stuff
or something.
And then he like went and talked shit or something.
Saul.
Yeah, Saul Hudson.
Yeah, he was
Saul
like
Hudson.
talking. He found out like it was like he got fucked up and was like talking shit about Paul Stanley because he said he was gay
Paul
and,
Stanley,
like, all kinds of shit.
like how he dressed and all this stuff,
and,
like
he
using
called
him, and he was just like,
yeah,
fuck it.
yeah. And then Slash like called him up, was like trying to get those guitar endorsements. He was like,
yeah,
dude,
fuck
you
you,
like talking all this shit about me, like
behind my
why
back.
the fuck,
Yeah,
why the fuck would I help you, man? Like you don't think like shit gets around?
Yeah, that's actually
shit. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. That's one reason why I like Paul Stanley. I'm not gonna lie, because he said, he told him straight up, nah, I'm not helping you no more.
Hey man, I got my qualms with Gene and Paul and shit, but I mean, dude, their business is business, man. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
You know.
Something.
Everybody thinks Gene's
I got some stuff on you.
Businessman behind that operation. I'll tell you, man, it's Paul.
Hey, before we
nothing happens
go down
without
a
Paul
Kiss rabbit hole.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I mean
it's Paul.
50-50 there.
Paul's the star.
I mean,
That's
Gene's
right.
the face of Kiss. I mean, Paul will tell you that. Gene likes being in the spotlight. You know, Gene's a good face for Kiss too.
Dude, I know Timmy knows this, but Timmy gave me a Kiss biography, and it even says in there like Gene's always been like attention hog kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Like he's always wanted the spotlight.
Oh, Gene will tell you that.
I mean, and he's good at it. Like, I mean, dude, fuck the haters, man. Like, Gene's the man.
Hey.
Like, it's just
that's right.
They hate him because they hate him kind of shit.
If y'all didn't know,
that's true. That is true.
did y'all did y'all know Saul Hudson, aka Slash?
Yeah, I saw the Hudson one.
That's the nickname that he gave himself, pretty much. But a few little facts, like his mom was actually a lot of people, surprisingly, I believe, still maybe not, they might know now that Slash is mixed. His dad's white, his mom's black. And one note, too, his mom was like a fashion designer and was very good friends with David Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh, no
And-
shit.
Yeah, and there's actually rumors that she was sleeping with David Bowie, but I don't know about that. But and also,
Who's to say?
who's to say? But his dad was an artist. His dad actually did artwork for albums, and I can't remember exactly what albums, but like back in like I want to say 60s and 70s and stuff into the 80s that he did a lot of album art for famous artists, and his mom was like a fashion designer for artists like David Bowie and other artists. And so that's another like way, like it's crazy how it comes around. And like Slash was into like before he got into guitar, he wanted to be like BMX. He was really big into BMX and riding skateboards, but like riding his bike, like trick bike and stuff. He actually took his bike on tour with him when they went on tour, just because that's what he liked to do.
Hell yeah.
But I can't remember who it is. It was he ended up, I don't know if it was the label they were signed under, one of the bigger names. If you watch a document on it, they talk about like Hired Guns, I believe it was. They talk about, I'm not sure if it's in Hired Guns or it's a document on Guns N' Roses, but the guy was talking about, he's like, yeah, I heard about this band we had, Guns N' Roses, that was hired and stuff. And then I was looking, and come to find out, Saul's on there, and he was very good friends with his dad and mom. So he's like, so I went to his house and I was like, look, kid, so what are you looking like? What are you trying to get out of this? You know, because you're a smart guy, you know, make career stuff, but like, what are you looking at? Like, what are you trying to get out of this? And he said that he knew Slash was going to be a star just off of his response was, I want to be recognizable. I want people to be able to recognize me no matter where I go. But that was his response. It wasn't I want $1 million and all this and that. It was I want to be recognizable. So then he come out with a top hat and no shirt, top hat, Les Paul.
Yeah.
And at the time, the Les Paul was actually like at their lowest in the mid '80s to the late '80s. They were at their lowest for like, I don't know about sales, but popularity. Nobody was playing Les Pauls.
Yeah.
No, yeah, nobody was playing Les Pauls. Slash is the one that actually, honestly, helped Gibson and revamp them. So that's why there's a million Slash signature guitars out there and stuff, because he's the one that really brought back the Les Paul, made it cool,
Yeah.
Right.
It really took Gibson to the next level, or helped them build again, I would say, because they were on a decrease. Because
Took
they
them
were
to
on
the
a
next
downfall.
decade.
Yeah, you had Kramer and Ibanez and Charvel and stuff. That's what everybody was playing super strats. Nobody was playing Les Paul, so he brought that back for sure.
Right.
Well, y'all got anything else?
Yeah, I got
That's all
one
I got.
more.
That's all I got for you.
The album was not received well by critics, which brings up my
Of course not.
ever-ending hatred
They know
of
everything. Yeah.
and my never-ending hatred of professional critics.
Yeah.
Like, shows what they fucking know.
Yeah, it's not classy enough. It's not flashy enough, classy enough.
Yeah, it's not
flashy.
what they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, the album didn't do well at first. Like, it didn't sell hardly anything, didn't get any splash. And I believe they were on Geffen Records. Is that correct?
Geffen.
The representative for them, like, begged and pleaded MTV to play the music video for Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
And they just wouldn't do it. And finally, they were like, all right, we'll play it 3 nights, once a night. And after that, it was the most requested song on MTV. And then, which translated over to
I
radio.
hope so.
Because they're like,
Yeah.
well, it's popular on MTV. Let's put it on the radio. And
Yeah. That was it.
Became
All she
it
wrote.
went. The album went #1 like a year after it came out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they were like already touring the album. So like it was, they
Yeah.
were already like building that. You know, they were building the
Oh, yeah.
following. You know,
Yeah.
It goes back to like I was saying about like my dad said when he seen them, it was like 1988. They didn't
Yeah,
go on
so
tour
it's-
for the album
yeah.
until '88.
yeah.
So,
So it's about
you know,
there. You know what I mean?
He said nobody even
yeah.
knew who they were. You know.
Yeah.
And that was
that's what
like
I'm saying.
that was
Like, it was,
yeah.
they weren't
Yeah.
anything then. You know,
Yeah.
and it's the best-selling debut album of all time
all
in the
time.
U.S.
Of
You know
all
what I mean?
time. Yeah.
That's awesome to me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what else can we say?
Yeah.
That says it all, bud.
Yeah, well,
Hell yeah.
that's a good way to end it right there.
It is.
Hell yeah.
As
Guns
always.
and fucking roses.
As always, thanks
Don't
everyone
forget
for
to-
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow.
Check out our music.
Yeah.
yeah,
new
check
music
out
coming
Little
out.
Blotter.
We got a
Little
new
new
album
blotter.
coming out here sometime soon.
New merchandise coming out.
Yeah, new merchandise getting ready to come out here directly. You'll be seeing all that online and everything. It'll be coming out in stages, so you'll see like some new shirt designs, all that kind of stuff. You know.
Oh yeah. Can't
Got some
drop all the
posters in the
secrets.
work.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Always
But yeah,
eventful in the
um,
broader world.
Yeah, comment, tell us what we're doing right, tell us what we're doing wrong, what you want to
Please.
hear. If you have any suggestions, anything
Yeah,
you
if
want
you
us
have
to
a-
cover.
Especially an album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, an
Yeah.
album,
A band.
Yeah.
Well, you name it.
Yeah.
Trey's top 5
Well-
things to eat before a show. You know?
Hey,
Number
chili dog.
1,
chili
corn
fries.
dog.
Oh God, baked potato, corn dog.
The infamous.
All right.
We'll bring up the infamous corn dog story on another podcast.
time. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, like we always say, remember, wherever you go,
Wherever you go,
There you
there
are.
you are.
there you are. All right, fellas.
It's been fun.
Hell yeah.